Everyone knows Big Time Rush, but in case you've lived under a rock for my entire childhood, here's a quick rundown.
Who are you people?
They're a boy band created to star in a Nickelodeon sitcom of the same name. The members of the band include the handsome James Maslow, the nerdy Logan Henderson, and frontman Kendall Schmidt, whose main character trait is he's just fucking normal, I guess. When I was a lad, I loved this show. I loved it so much that I put a picture of the band as the banner on my Facebook page. And then probably heard a girl in my class make fun of me for it, and then I took it down. And probably created some lasting insecurities by publicly sharing my interests with others, but that is another story for another time. Anyways, I was trying to come up with an idea for a video, and I sat here thinking, damn, I wish I had an idea for a video. And then it came to me. People love making fun of shitty Nickelodeon movies. People love Big Time Rush. I love Big Time Rush. It's me. I love Big Time Rush. And people love nostalgic things from when they were young. And I came up with something that fits every single one of these categories. I knew what I had to do. I was gonna make a video commentating on the Big Time Rush movie, aptly titled the Big Time Movie. So yeah, that's what this video is about. It has a title. You clicked on it. Yeah. I'll get to the video now. I'll do the video. So I'm assuming the majority of people probably haven't seen this movie recently. So I'm just gonna give you a quick summary of what it's about. In the TV show, Big Time Rush have just hit it big, and they're gonna do a world tour. This movie shows the events of their first day on tour. But oh, look here. Wacky old Carlos doesn't really care about his world tour. He wants to fulfill his dream of becoming a secret agent and saving the world, and also a princess, and also some just dumb fucking who cares? No one, shut the fuck up, Carlos.
Secret agent dream again?
Oh, it is so real.
So this movie is kind of a parody film slash homage to the Beatles movies that came out back in the 60s. Like a Hard Day's Night or Help, or I don't really know actually. I haven't seen them, but I'm pretty sure it's them. Anyway, back to the synopsis. Big Time Rush land in the beautiful U.S. of K, London. They're in London. And their manager Gustavo, Big G, he tells the boys they are not allowed to do anything at all. Nothing. No, they can't do anything.
You are not going anywhere because tonight is our first stop on our world tour. And if you do nothing, then nothing can go wrong.
He tells them this because he wants them to stay out of trouble. But spoiler alert, they do get into a little bit of trouble, a little bit of shenanigans. They go to the hootenanny. So this secret agent fucking dude, man, he has placed a very important top secret device into this pink backpack. I don't know why he put it in there instead of just a briefcase or something normal that blends in. But yeah, pink backpack. The reason it's in this pink backpack is so that he can see this other pink backpack on a conveyor belt and switch them out. And who do you think this other pink backpack belongs to? It's Kendall from Big Time Rush. Holy shit. And Kendall, his other three bandmates, they really like to make fun of him for this pink backpack.
But I see you brought your nightmare backpack.
Because toxic masculinity is an epidemic, and I thought the Big Time Rush boys were better than this. But I guess I was wrong. I couldn't be more disappointed. When the boys get back to their hotel room, Kendall opens his backpack and notices, oh, well, shit, this is my clothes and everything I own and need. It's a thing. And when they press the button on said thing, it fucking reverses gravity. And also in this scene, it just lifts everything up in the room. Well, not everything, just the light stuff. Because I don't think they felt like putting in the effort to move the beds or the drawers, because they were too heavy. And how does this device work, you may ask? I don't know. It's never explained. I guess it doesn't matter. Sometimes it can lift a single object. Sometimes it can lift everything in a room except the heavy stuff. Sometimes it can lift a van. There's no logic controlling this device. Big Time Rush have the power to reverse gravity now, and that's something we all have to live with. Alright, so that's the basic plot of the movie. Now I talk about the weird shit. I'll fill you in on any important events in the plot as they come up. So, spoilers for the Big Time movie? Does anyone care? So immediately, the first thing in this movie that threw me off was a bear with a gun. It's a fucking bear with a gun. It just, okay, it's on a motorcycle, what the fuck? It appears within the first few minutes of the movie, and it just lets you get an idea of what kind of movie you're in for. However, this bear, not the only thing with a gun. In fact, many people in this movie have a gun, and I think it's really fucking funny. I like it when I see Logan from Big Time Rush get shot. I think it's hilarious.
Get in the van if you want to live.
Ooh, yeah, what if we want to live but don't want to get in the van?
When a gun gets pulled on Gustavo, it makes me chuckle. It makes me happy. Unfortunately, the guns in this movie just shoot darts, so it's kind of lame, I guess. You know, evil organizations don't really want to kill anyone, that'd just be rude, so darts. Yeah, did I mention this guy who has a fucking hammer for an arm? Because he exists, his name is Maxwell. It's Maxwell Silverhammer. It's a fucking Beatles reference. Now, while we're discussing villains, the main villain of this movie is this British dude. His evil plan is that he wants to take the moon and just kind of wiggle it around a little bit, you know, just shake it up. And eventually every government in the world will just be like, he has the moon, we have to let him do what he wants. And he has to do this tonight because there's a supermoon, where the moon is closer to the Earth than normal, because I guess the laser couldn't reach it otherwise. Whatever. And also, his last name is Moon, because this is a very subtle film. I'm pretty sure this plan would just destroy the world and would kill him. I don't think it works. But he's the evil genius here, so what do I know? Anyway, this British dominatrix lady comes in and saves the boys from these police officers that are trying to kill them. How did she find them? Who cares? All I know is that James's dick is immediately fully erect. The moment he sets his eyes on her, he does not stop harassing her for the entire rest of the film. He puts his hands on her in weird ways. She's clearly uncomfortable. He does this in front of her father. He's kind of creeping me out a little bit. What the fuck, James? Oh yeah, also, she's the daughter of the secret agent man from earlier. Don't worry about him. He doesn't matter at all. Anyway, he takes Big Time Rush into this secret layer of secret agent shit, and these idiots just start fucking with everything. They immediately pick up a phone that shoots lasers. He doesn't tell them to stop. They blew a hole in the wall, and he's just like, I got shit to explain to you guys. And doesn't tell them to stop blowing shit up. And so then Carlos picks up some more shit, and it also blows shit up. He proceeds to explain that he has everything under control, and he'll just go to the government and get everything cleared up. When then, Logan fires a fucking dart at him that knocks him out for the next 12 hours, and he is lucky to have gotten that result. Given the fact that the last 2 weapons they picked up caused fucking explosions. He's lucky he didn't die. So now he can no longer stop the evil moon dude, and cannot get Big Time Rush cleared in the eyes of the police. Oh, wait, I didn't mention? Big Time Rush are wanted by the police. You heard me. The members of Big Time Rush are wanted felons. The police think that they murdered all the cops that tried to take them out in their hotel room earlier. So they're currently on the run for assaulting 4 police officers. Good job, guys. Fuck the police. Okay, but wait. The boys need to show up for their sound check before they can go stop the evil moon guy dude, man. Or their world tour will get cancelled. Because, you know, ignore the fact that they've already sold millions of tickets and they've already booked venues to play all over the world. If this one guy gets angry, he just stops the tour. Anyways, they show up at their sound check for a solid 20-30 seconds, play a Beatles song that I can guarantee their backing band did not get a chance to rehearse, and then they leave. Oh yeah, there's also this wacky plotline where Gustavo and Kelly are kidnapped by the government over a miscommunication. And then they're tortured for information that they don't have because Gustavo had to act like Hitler in the middle of a hotel hallway.
All you're gonna do tonight is crush London, then conquer the rest of Europe, and then we will rule the world!
But look at this Japanese guy sing poorly. It's funny. It's so funny. Funny. So anyway, the evil Mr. Moonman also kidnaps Kendall's little sister. I haven't mentioned her yet because her plotline fucking sucks. She tries to get her mom married to the Duke of Bath because she wants to become a princess. And her mom is like, what? No, I'm not gonna fulfill this weird fantasy you have by marrying a fucking weird old man, you dumb bitch. But then she finds out that he's rich, and she's like, maybe I will marry this weird old man. But then later, it turns out that he's not a real duke, he's a toilet salesman. And the mom goes, hey, I don't like toilets. And then the duke decides that he could never love a woman that doesn't like toilets and promptly tells her to fuck off.
Don't mind, I hate toilets. The look, the smell, cleaning them. Ugh, gross.
Oh, I'm afraid this isn't going to work out. Bye-bye.
Riveting plotline. Yeah, but anyway, little girl kidnapped Kendall, like, no.
No.
Like, he just kind of sounds mildly inconvenienced by this. Like, he sounds like he cares, but he, not like in a way that you would care about a family member being kidnapped by a psychopath. Like, it's the way you sound when you, like, pick up a lasagna out of the oven, but it's too hot and you accidentally drop it, and now it's all on the floor, and you're like, oh, no, darn, gosh. This is upsetting. Heck, frick, heck, no, darn, gosh, golly. And now you've got to clean up this whole mess, and also you don't have anything to eat anymore, so you got to find something else to eat. It's a whole fiasco. So the guys, and also the British lady jumpsuit woman, who's now in a schoolgirl outfit for some reason, they go to save the world, and also a child. But first, they must do a Beatles cover. At this point in the movie, they do a cover of Revolution, but I am more interested in talking about this earlier cover that they do of We Can Work It Out. Anyway, I like this scene, mostly because at the beginning of the song, you can clearly see the whole band confused as to why they have begun singing a Beatles cover. At the end of the song, Carlos brings up this fact, and Logan's responds like this.
Is anybody gonna say anything about the Beatles song? I'm blocking it out!
This leads me to believe that there's a supernatural Beatles-related entity that has taken control of the band over the course of this part of the film, and it has forced them against their will to sing Beatles covers. This has some serious implications about the rules of this universe and what kind of gods and monsters exist. We have to ask ourselves, is this some kind of ghoul or ghost that can possess the bodies of feeble-minded men like these? Perhaps the vengeful spirit of John Lennon? Is this some omniscient Beatles-loving being that every creature on Earth must obey the laws of? Is there an equivalent to this being in our universe? Is the monster based in truth? Every time Here Comes the Sun gets stuck in my head, is it because of my own mind? Or something greater? Something more sinister, more powerful? God, shit. Anyways, the boys break into the fucking evil bad guy man's palace, and the henchmen just don't use their guns for some reason. But Big Time Rush do not follow the same code of honor, and Carlos commits a mass homicide. And then they send the main villain into space to die a painful death from lack of oxygen. And they also like save the world and save Kendall's sister, and James gets a kiss from the British girl, which proves that as long as you would just annoy and harass a girl for long enough, she will eventually fall in love with you. And they get the government to fly them to the concert, where they decide the first song that they will play while they are on stage, which I can guarantee the show was supposed to have a set list with songs played in a specific order. And also the song they choose is a Beatles cover, which once again, I feel like you can guarantee the backing band hasn't rehearsed this song at all. Because this is a Big Time Rush show, not a Beatles show. They were not consulted on this decision in the slightest and will probably be humiliated as they don't know what song they're supposed to be playing because these four pricks just spring a random song on them and they couldn't have possibly prepared for it. And they don't even tell them what song they're going to do. So, like, even if miraculously, if they all do know how to play A Hard Day's Night perfectly, they can't possibly be able to start the song correctly because the whole band just said fuck it and started playing without any warning. And what do they do after they finish the first concert of this world tour?
Let's do this.
Let's go. Love the band play. Don't forget Parliament.
Don't forget Parliament! Damn thing! Don't forget Parliament!
Terrorism. Why do they all pull out guns in order to go to Parliament? How many articles of the Geneva Conventions can Carlos from Big Time Rush violate in less than 24 hours? Also, I haven't mentioned this yet. I didn't know where to put it in. But there's a lot of mild racism in this movie, such as the portrayal of these Swedish guys as bumbling idiots. Also terrorists that use a rocket launcher in a residential area.
We are gonna need those sweaters! Yeah!
And this woman also says this.
I always worry about the Swedes, sir.
And Logan is dressed like this. And James wears this. Interesting. So what was the point of this video? I don't remember anymore. I lost my ability to think critically about halfway through the movie when the band used a fucking flying van to escape. When the band used a fucking flying van to avoid having to use a battering ram to avoid being arrested by the police, because Logan will fucking die before he goes back to prison. Do I recommend watching the Big Time movie? There are certainly worse movies. If you're like a BTR stan, you'll probably get something out of this. Unfortunately, I feel like if you're just a casual BTR enjoyer, you might be better off doing something better with an hour of your time. Try to do something productive, play a sport, read a book, make it count, play it straight, don't look back, don't hesitate. When you go big time, once you know what you feel, never quit and make it real when you go big time. Whoa, hey, listen to your heart now, hey, don't you feel the rush? Whoa.